Hey guys, welcome. So, kind of a different episode of kind of what I'm doing today. I originally wasn't even going to film this, because this was quite the chore to get together. But you might be noticing if you've worked on these 3.5 liters that people will post working on these timing belts and stuff and not show them running afterwards, and it just drives me nuts. So this is kind of a halfway done production, so to speak. I already did the other stuff here. I installed this brand new timing belt and everything. I installed everything, and that's why this motor mounts here. Oops, dropping stuff. So that's why this motor mounts here and all the other stuff. But I wanted to show you one of the important things that I ended up coming up with to get this timing belt on and on right. I don't know if this is a special tool that they were using, but let me get it. Okay, so here's the quote unquote special tool that I ended up coming up with, and I'll show you where this goes here in just a second. But I went to Harbor Freight, got a junk set, like usually in the, I think I have like a clearance rack over there that has these little socket extenders, and just welded it to this little piece of steel and found some junk Allen wrenches to stuff on here, and then zapped them all together. So let me show you where that goes. Okay, so I got to go get some new batteries because my flashlight's dying, but I'm gonna hurry up. So you can see in here, there is these two little holes. Those two little holes, that's what these went into, and you can twist it to get this belt tightened up to go this way. Again, I want to make sure you understand that I had done this at least 10 times already, and I was really struggling with getting this thing timed and timed properly. So I'll show you something else too. If we look dead on right here where the timing mark is, this thing is super slow to zoom in. Hold on a second. Okay, so if you look right here, it's sort of dead on and sort of not. Let's go ahead and look at the other timing marks. I'm gonna get a new battery real quick. All right, let's zoom in real quick. So now we're looking up at the top side, right? We're having ourselves a gander at these timing marks. So this one is on. This is on the intake side of this rear bank here, or I guess call it the left bank. But that is the exhaust side. Now here's what's crazy about this. You see how it kind of looks like, oh, it's on, oh, it's off. It does not look like it's in line at all. It looks more in line with that tooth than it does the yellow mark. Let me try to bend this down a little bit, like that. And then we'll try to line that up. You see what I mean? That almost looks like it's off. So I've been struggling with this, I don't know how many different times trying to get that. Let's take a look at this other side too. But I've been struggling with that for quite a while, trying to get it down and stuff and try to get the thing timed. And it's just been a thorn in my side ever since. So there's the other timing marks. Let's get some lumens over here. Okay, here's the other timing marks. Those are, I'd say for the most part, really good. Maybe kind of appears to slightly be off, but not. Yeah, see, that's on. And that one is pretty much going to be on. So thinking about this, now, this is the reason why I'm making this video. And I'm sorry that this is not showing down the whole tear down of the thing and then installation. I had to get this right, okay? I already know this runs because I had to get it right. So I'm going to show you from pretty much now to somewhat finished of it running. And then I got to put a bunch of other stuff on there, and I'm not going to show that in this video. I don't think I'm going to make a video about that because there's just kind of a lot to do. And I had to replace the AC compressor as well, and that was no bueno. Getting this out, no fun. Okay, so now we're back down here. I wanted to show you this. This is my great big old fat wrench that I turned this motor over with to be able to get it in time to the top dead center mark. So this is the top dead center mark right back in here. And you'll notice that it kind of looks like there's more meat to the, there's more air to the left than there is to the right. Like it's like the end is sort of, pretend this is the mark, right? So it looks like there's more, actually probably this dot. So it looks like it's more this way than this way or in the center. So because it's this way, if you think about where that other timing mark is on that cam up here, the exhaust cam to the left bank. If I were to turn this any more this way, clockwise, the mark would be more on that tooth of that gear instead of being right between the teeth where the gear is. So it's more off to the left of that. So why it's like that, I don't know, but it does run that way. So one of the other things I saw on this European guy's channel is he took this little grenade pin that you get with these tensioners here, and it sits in and kind of slides back out with this little indentation here with a little hole there. This slips right through into that shaft and back out. So I don't know if that's really of any importance, but I just, you know, credit to him, dude. He's got way more patience than I do when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, that's kind of all I really wanted to show you. I'm going to put this all back together now. And I'm just telling you right now, if you're struggling with it. Oh, one last thing, one last detail. When you go to time this and you're trying to hold this up, I've tried those little C-clip, or what they call it, retainer clip removers and stuff. Almost bent those trying to get it's just annoying. I didn't get the little plastic ones you can find on Amazon. They might work, but I had to build that little tool. That's what kept the tension here. And then I locked that tension down, tighten this all up, let it sit, turn this over twice clockwise, and then let it sit for the whole day. I just walked away from this thing and then came back the next day and then spun it around over 2 more times, 2 more times, 2 more times. I did that 3 times and nothing bound up. So when I got all this stuff back together, it ran, which is a beautiful, beautiful outcome. So let me go ahead and I'll pretty much just show you here. Let's see if we can get a little bit further down this way. This is what it all looks like. New belt, new tensioner, new everything. We're rocking and rolling. If you want some details on how to build, there we go, how to make one of these little guys, just you know, leave me a comment. I can just pretty much tell you these are about a 1/2 inch apart. This was kind of an annoyance to grind out, but at least it all fits in there nice and snug, so you can put the tension that you need to on here and then tighten that bolt at the same time. That's extremely important, but you see how much of a fun that is to get to. But this motor is usually down lower because I usually put on the jack and then bring the motor down, and that's when I do it. So this is actually still sitting on the motor mounts again. So just have to make sure I make that clear before somebody else gets the idea and says, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Da, 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 da. If I get any more of those comments, I mean, I'm not talking about I get them a lot anyway, but negativity has no place here. So I'll put it that way. I'm not gonna deal with it. You'll just get your comment removed, because if you're not offering any help or solutions, if you have constructive criticism, let me make this clear. If you have constructive criticism about this, by all means, leave it. Say, oh, you know, you could have done this, that, and the other thing, and leave it for others, because other people might benefit from it too. I'm not going to benefit from somebody going, yeah, you know what you're doing it wrong, and then being jerks. So get bent. So then you'll find out what it's like when I block you anyway. All right, let's continue. Okay, so we got the GoPro set up. We got everything connected. All the connectors are connected back up. We have water to begin with, so we're good there. Looks like everything is pretty much good. All right, so let's go ahead and fire it up. There we go. Get those lights going. Let's turn those on so you guys can see. 53,899 on the odometer. All original miles too. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that thing's kind of loud, so this is what I've been doing. I've just been putting this up on here, but just to get it to shut up. There we go. And she's running nice and smooth. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna button up the rest of this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bitch, I know you want it, but I got it on my own. I've been working days and nights instead of staying in my zone. And you say you're all alone, all you do is